I'm Rachel Goaks. Today I am going to do a video on natural beauty finds from the grocery store. Now these come from my grocery store, which is a natural grocery store similar to Whole Foods, but they have a little cheaper prices that are actually affordable. But you can get these from Whole Foods and Sprouts, and natural grocers and various other places like that. Some of your natural health food stores that, just sell vitamins and things, it depends on if they're going to have these or not, but you could go there and check and see because a lot of the times they have a lot of really neat products. So these are just 4 products that I've been trying lately and I've been loving. One of them I've been using actually for quite a long time, and that is Buddha butter. Oh my goodness, this stuff is incredible. I love it. I mean, the feel of it is so silky smooth. I mean, it's like goes on your skin like satin, and it soaks in really well with leaving an amazing feel and finish that is just all day. I'm just like, oh my goodness, my hands are so happy and they love me for the rest of their lives until they get dry and I have to put more on, and then they love me again. And it just works so great. And this jar, you can see I need to go get more because I'm almost out of it, but this is enough probably to last me another month. It lasts me a long time. So, I mean, I mostly use it on my hands and on my elbows and my knees, of course, but I also use it on my lips and on the tops of my ears and sometimes even right here on my cheeks where I get really dry. And it's lasted me a really long time. I usually have to buy about 2 every year. And so they last me about 6 months. And so for $12, that's $24 a year that I spend on body butter. To me, that's a pretty good price point, especially since, I mean, all this is shea butter, cocoa butter, coconut oil, olive oil, and jojoba oil. I mean, and it's all organic and unrefined, so you're getting all the nutrients. And I'm a little bit sensitive to smells and I really don't like the smell of shea butter, but the cocoa butter in this, it overpowers the shea butter and makes it to where I can't smell that, even though the unrefined shea butter smells, the refined shea butter doesn't. So this has unrefined and the cocoa butter covers it just perfectly fine to where I can't smell it, and it's wonderful. The second thing is a deodorant that I've just been trying for the past month. This is called Herbal Magic. I've been trying like all sorts of different kinds of deodorants. I've been making my own. I've tried the rock salt, the rock spray, all sorts of different kinds of things. And I mean, we all know that pretty much like the basic deodorants at the grocery store don't really work very well, like especially the health food store ones. But the salt usually works for me, but then it stops working. And then like things like the Primal Pit Paste and the homemade deodorants, those really irritate my underarms because there's just too much baking soda in them. And so I get really irritated. And then I tried ones that have clay in them as active ingredient, and that just made my underarms too dark. And with the shea butter in it, I didn't like the smell of them. So, it might be covering up some body odor, but it's smelling weird in the process. So I just decided to scrap that, and I'm trying this now, and it works so good. It does have a little bit of bicarbonate baking soda in it. Yeah, sodium bicarbonate, but and it has carrageenan in it, which is kind of weird. It's an emulsifier, so it keeps everything together. But it's not like you're eating it, so probably most people with a carrageenan allergy or sensitivities will be fine. But the little bit of baking soda that's in this doesn't bother me, and it's for sensitive people. So, and it's a roll-on, and it dries really quickly. And even if usually you have to wait for it to dry a little bit before you finish getting dressed, but I don't, and it works just fine. And it doesn't stain my clothes, and it's just a natural herb scent, this one that I got. The other one that they had at my grocery store was a jasmine, and it wasn't too bad, but I just didn't really like it, so I just went with the natural one, and it's not really a scent that I can smell all the time, and it doesn't bother me. And it's scented with the natural ingredients that are active in this. So it has mistletoe and hops and fennel and all sorts of things in this that are the active herbal ingredients that make it work, as well as the little bit of baking soda and stuff that's in it. So the next thing is good soap. This soap is so incredible. It's made by Alafia, which you can get in pretty much all natural grocery stores. But their soap is more expensive than, the regular soap is more expensive than this one. This one is only at Whole Foods for some reason, and it's $2, but when it goes on sale, it's $1. And this, I mean, bar soap lasts forever. It lasts me forever anyways. And this stuff works really good. It's the black soap base, which, you know, is shea butter and palm oil. And then it has a couple other oils. I think it has coconut oil in it, and it does have a little bit of glycerin in it, but that doesn't seem to bother my skin. I am kind of sensitive to glycerins in some cases, but it doesn't bother me in this. And it's all organic, of course, like, you know, I mean, at least fair trade and everything. And the smells in it too, they're all from natural sources like essential oils. And this one is the ginger, and it's been sitting here on the table, and I've been smelling it the whole time, and it smells so good and so wonderful, and I love it. And all their smells are really good too. They're not too strong, but they are there, and they're noticeable. And they're just wonderful. They all smell really good. Like, they have a coconut one and a rose one and a mint and one that's like supposed to smell like sunshine that smells really good. They have all sorts of different scents. And it lasts for quite a while. I keep mine in my shower, and I've had it in there for 6 months now, and it's like maybe halfway gone. So like one bar of soap will last you a year. So that's $2 for a year if you get it at the regular price. So, I mean, but it is only at Whole Foods, so you might have to make a trek to get there, but it might be worth it. So the last thing is foundation from Honeybee Gardens. This foundation, it comes in this little packet, and then it pops out just like that, you know, to as two separate things. And then you put this in a palette that they sell separately, so that way every time you run out, you just go and buy another one of these things and put it in the palette, and it saves on packaging, I guess. But that's an extra $10 that I don't really feel like spending, and so I just got this, and this packaging works just fine for me. I got the lightest color, which is Geisha, but I think that I need to go the next color up because this is just a little bit too light for me. Maybe in the middle of winter this will be perfect, but it's just a little bit too light, and so it kind of noticeable between my neck and my face. It's just a little weird. But this is, I think, $10 for this alone, like $10 straight up, and that's like all you have to spend for your foundation. And this seems to last me actually quite a while. I mean, I seem to go through it just as fast as my other foundations. My powdered ones are like $30, and the only thing that I don't like about this is that it is made with cornstarch, and it does have zinc and I think titanium in it. Does it have titanium? Anyways, yeah, it has zinc in it. I don't see the oh yeah, it does have titanium triglyceride dioxide. So it does have sunscreen in it that I'm not super into. I do really like Rejuva Minerals because they don't have sunscreen in their powdered foundation. But this is only $10 instead, so I'm saving 20 bucks. And the cornstarch doesn't seem to like make my skin break out. So it may be because it has like goji berry oil and rosemary leaf oil, you know, things like that in it, that maybe it helps counteract that. But the cornstarch is organic, so maybe that has enough to do with it. But this does have an interesting, like right off the bat, this has a little bit of a grainy texture. And I don't know if you can see that, but my other powder foundations don't get that for a while, and not that severely. So, I mean, it's not like it bothers me. It's just kind of, you know, it doesn't seem as fine or whatever. I don't know, but it's 10 bucks, and it leaves a really smooth, I have it around because where I want it to be lighter, I put it around where I want my face to be a little lighter, and it blends in with the rest of my makeup just fine. So I think that it's a perfectly great quality, and it's all organic, you know, non-toxic, you know, basically. I mean, unless you really don't want the titanium dioxide because you have super sensitivities to that for whatever reason, but I don't think most people do. Most people will be perfectly fine using this. And I mean, my skin is sensitive to things like cornstarch and stuff. I don't like to use it on my scalp because it makes my scalp itchy. You know, I use, for like my dry shampoo, I use like what is it? That clay. Anyways, I use clay in my hair instead of cornstarch for my dry shampoo. So the cornstarch in this doesn't bother me, so it must be fine. This brand also has amazing nail polish. If you've ever been interested in natural nail polish that's water-based and isn't going to be super toxic for you, try out theirs. It works so good. I mean, theirs and Piggy Paint are like on the same level. They both last like on my toes forever, and on my fingers probably like 2 to 4 days. So anyways, that's all that I have for today. I hope you found this somewhat enjoyable and informative.